Hey, everybody. First, please excuse the lighting. It's a little weird coming today. I could probably fix it, but I'm not going to. So let's concentrate on content instead of lighting, I suppose. So I want to talk about something I've talked about for years called NIMBY, which is an acronym meaning not in my backyard. And usually NIMBY, you see it when people are going to try to build, a halfway house or a prison or some such thing in a neighborhood. And people always go, yeah, it's a great idea, but not in my backyard. But NIMBY also applies to us in the DJ world a lot. I see it all the time in two areas. One is on pricing. This just came up recently. It was pretty funny. DJs in rural areas are constantly saying, well, yeah, in California, you can get any kind of money for a wedding. And I did a minute recently, and somebody from Southern California said in the comments, well, yeah, I mean, sure, you're in some cow town, but if you're down here in a big area like LA where there's $300 DJs everywhere, that doesn't work. So, the argument never holds water anyway. But I want to talk today not about the pricing side of it, but the performance side of it, because one of the things I see a lot is DJs talking about that won't work in my market, whatever that is. So that is, customized introductions or playing a game or group dances or, you just name it, anything, love story, being an actual master of ceremonies, being interactive. It covers everything, not in my market. But I really want you to think about how absurd it is to think that your zip code is somehow different than every other zip code. Here's the reality. A hit TV show is a hit TV show in Los Angeles and in Nebraska and in Atlanta, right? Garth Brooks sells out when he plays in Oklahoma, but he also sells out New York City, right? So if it's a great act, if it's a great performance, it plays anywhere, right? So it doesn't matter, you go to London, and in London you see the same Broadway shows that are in their theater district as you have in New York, which, by the way, also play in other major cities, right? And I only say major cities because small towns aren't going to support a Broadway production. However, Oklahoma still plays at the local high school, and any high school, doesn't matter whether it's in Los Angeles or it's in Oklahoma, you're going to get a high school performance. You might get, an exceptional lead here and there, but it really isn't. It doesn't work here. What doesn't work is poor performance. People understand what a great performance is. So if somebody is really good at something, it will work. We have to get out of this absurd mentality that doesn't work here, that people don't want to have laughter at a wedding. Of course they do. What they don't want is somebody trying to be funny, right? People want there to be a talented master of ceremonies. What they don't want anywhere is somebody trying to talk too much, right? So what happens is we all, no matter where we are, we all hear the same things from our clients, like, I don't want a DJ who talks too much. Yeah, but it's not number of words, right? It's just ask this question. Well, what announcements don't you want me to make? Well, they want us to make all the announcements, right? But they don't want them as announcements. They don't want a public address system. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to cut the cake. Let's watch as the bride and groom share their first piece of cake together. Like, that's just lame. Nobody wants the same old introductions, but that's all they see. Please welcome the father of the bride and the mother of the bride. That's horrid, right? Please welcome to the dance floor. Put your hands together. Make some noise for the newlyweds, right? I can't even say it because I don't say that stupid phrase, right? I saw the other day somebody posted about, how would you introduce them yeah, and I can't remember what the setup was, but would you say for the first time as newlyweds or the second time as newlyweds? It's like, how about neither? Those are both just lame, right? People say, well, I don't want to say ladies and gentlemen because they think Randy Bartlett says never say ladies and gentlemen. For the record, never said that. I said, don't use the same phrases over and over and over. Don't say, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I want to avoid, is just this repetitive phrase. Just ladies and gentlemen is just, or like. Like, you ever talk to a teenager who says, like every time they, say a new sentence, right? Your head wants to explode. That doesn't matter whether you're in Sacramento, California, or Atlanta, Georgia, or Wichita Falls, right? It doesn't matter. So NIMBY is, I got to be PC. NIMBY is bull. See how I cleaned that up? Look, in your backyard, people want a quality performance. So step up your game. That's it, man. Step up your game. Quit sounding like every other DJ that's out there. You know why people are looking for a DJ? Because they think we're all the same. And you know why they think we're all the same? Because we're all the same. Like this, I can count Sacramento, where I made my career, has, I don't even know, hundreds of DJs. Like, I met every DJ I possibly could. And every week I met somebody else who was like, yeah, I've been doing it for 15 years. I'm like, never heard of you. And we had a video company. I watched video after video after video of DJs, not just the people I've never heard of, but even the ones that I have heard of, the ones with good reputations, who all just look exactly the same week after week after week, right? They're not doing anything to step up their game. So we've talked a million times about the things to do. There's a lot of ways to step up your game, but let's get rid of that whole NIMBY mindset. Yes, it does too work in your market. It does. People like to laugh. They like to cry. They like to cheer. They like to watch great TV, see great concerts. Like, all of that entertainment value works everywhere. Sure, country plays better in the South than it does in New England. Yeah, I get that. But the great performers, the great country performers, have no problem selling out Madison Square Garden, do they? And by the way, country plays really well in the South, but some of the best rappers are from the South. So, if you're really good, it's going to play. My minute's almost up. Got to go. See you next week.